whether you agree with the idea that climate change is anthropogenic or not, it doesn't matter, because I know it is, and the science community knows it is. To a 98% of them believe that to be true very strongly, and that is going to come home to roost no matter what the deniers say at some point, and it's going to happen sooner than later. It's going to be 5 to 10 years before it's absolutely incontrovertible, and we're living within the symptoms of that on a daily basis. So what's the future proofing? What's the future proofing of the plan, the land use and development plan for Albertans? What's the future proofing for the oil companies? They need to be incentivized, if they're not currently, to do the right thing going forward and to use the best practices and the best technology. And I think the federal and provincial government needs to play a very strong role in that, because they're not going to do it themselves. I've been around the third world lately, you know, the so-called third world, you know, as a guest of other indigenous leaders who have their own problems with extraction industries and with energy industries. And you know, certainly I've had lots of anecdotes and reports from, you know, nonprofits about things that are going on in places I haven't looked at. And the upshot of that is that when left to their own devices, you know, that type of government will just let the oil companies, you know, do whatever they want. And typically they behave in a very different manner when they don't have informed public scrutiny and when they don't have government oversight. They'll let thousands or tens of thousands of people die downstream from their operations. Now I'm talking about, I'm not going to name names, but I'm talking about sort of the big companies that you go and buy your gas from. You'd recognize the logo right away. So I think that history has shown that it's not a good idea to leave them to their own devices. I'm not saying these are evil people. I think that vilification of them as people is stupid. What they are is a big superorganism that reacts to the market. They are responsible to their shareholders, and they're going to do what they need to do unless they're stopped, unless they're given boundaries. And that's the job of the public, to be informed, and it's the job of government to respond to the public will, to create those boundaries.